the one, the only sharpshooter for your Sacramento Kings, Keegan Murray. Keegan, thank you for joining us, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me on.
Keegan, I heard you were getting some extra work in, so I was telling all the listeners you're doing your thing. Let's talk about that. How do you feel right now from the beginning of the season compared to the present as far as shooting the ball and just defensively? Does it feel different as far as where you are in your path in the season right now?
I feel like I'm playing at a high level. Obviously, like statistic-wise for the three-point shot or whatever isn't falling, but everything else I'm playing at a high level. So when it comes, and just continue to work at it.
When you talk about the rebounding, and you've been rebounding like a madman this season, when you talk about the rebounding, a lot of people say that you either got it or you don't. You have a knack for grabbing the basketball. The ball is just kind of a magnet. And then other people say you can improve. Would you say it's a combination of the two for you, or is it just something that you specifically focused on?
I haven't really focused on it that much. I've always been a good rebounder in college and things like that. So just trying to use my athleticism to the best of my ability, and I'm just trying to make plays and limit teams to one shot.
Talking to Keegan Murray, your star shooter for the Sacramento Kings. Keegan, 6-0 at home under Coach Doug Christie. Has it felt any different playing at home during this stretch? And has Doug told you guys anything different or anything unique about playing at home and protecting home court?
Just a point of emphasis. He's obviously been a Sacramento King before playing at Arco, and he knows how loud it can get, how fun it can be to play at home, and how troubling it can be for opposing teams to play there. So he knows that before he started coaching, we weren't great at home, and he's just rides the ship with just our intensity, our focus at home to win games, get the crowd into it, things like that.
Talking to Keegan Murray, shooter for the Sacramento Kings. Keegan, how does having Keon help you on the court? We were looking at some numbers last week and just breaking things down, but Keon and that length that he has, and sometimes you're on guards, sometimes you're on forwards. We've seen you on everybody. How does Keon on the court not only help you defensively, but maybe offensively as well?
Yeah, he's versatile defensively and offensively. Defensively, he's able to guard different guys, which puts a lot less pressure on me. And there's certain guys that I guard well, there's certain guys he guards well. So it's really just a feel thing for us. And then offensively, he's playing at a high level, shooting the ball really well. And things like that. So he's playing really well for us, and that's what we need from him.
Keegan, as far as everything that's gone on, we know that this season has had a lot of different peaks and valleys. How would you say that you guys have silenced the noise inside that locker room and come together to be on this crazy stretch that you're on?
Yeah, when you're 6 games below 500 earlier in the year, there's obviously talks that you got to have and things like that. So I feel like collectively we've been really good just sticking together as a team and just riding the ship. And we've done that really well, and we've turned our season around drastically in the last couple of weeks.
Last season, I remember, there were conversations about having the standings posted around the facility. You now sit in the 8th seed, which is outstanding compared to where the team was. Is there anything like that happening this season, or are the standings posted, or is everybody just not talking about it and focusing on game by game by game?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's posted or not, but we still have the board up.
Sure.
I don't know if there's anything written on it, but I feel like everyone knows where we're at. But then again, every single day we just focus on us, focus on the next game, and I think that's kind of been our key to success these last 11 games or so.
Talking to Keegan Murray. Keegan, for you to be that rookie on the team, almost like a freshman in high school or when you were in college, to now a couple years and you see some dudes that are younger than you coming in, talk about that transition to becoming a leader. I've heard about, team meetings where you've spoken out and things like that. Talk about the transition from being that you're still a young buck, but that transition of being the new kid on the block to now being more of a veteran and a leader on this team.
I feel like it comes naturally, especially when you're with like a certain group of guys, especially my first 3 years here. There hasn't been many movement in our top 5 or 6 guys. So I feel like that just comes with comfortability off the court. just being able to talk to them, speak my mind, things like that. So everyone on our team has a voice. Everyone's used their voice before. So I think that's something that really good teams have.
Just a couple more for you, Keegan. We're talking to Keegan Murray. Keegan, look, I'm from the Bay. I used to cover the Warriors, and a lot of people go back and forth on whether or not it's a rivalry with the Warriors. I mean, I know the Kings, you're going to say the right things, Keegan, because like I said, you're becoming a leader. The Warriors, they stink right now, Keegan. That's just what it is. How does it feel? Is there still juice going into the game tomorrow, taking on the Warriors, who you played about 18 times last season?
Yeah. I mean, there's always juice when we play them, just because we're so close and miles apart and things like that. And obviously the playoff series, the play-in, we see them each year in the postseason. So I feel like there's really good competition and things like that. I'm sure people call it a rivalry, but we know it's a tough game every single time we play them. It's always a good game, so we're excited to get after it tomorrow.
Keegan Murray, thank you so much for taking the time, especially after that extra work that you got in. But before we get you out of here, Keegan, my favorite Rod Wave song personally is Great Gatsby. We need to know, what is your favorite Rod Wave song?
My favorite one, probably Dark Conversations from Ghetto Gospel.
There you go. All right, Kyle, fire that up. We're going to get that on the other side. Keegan Murray, thank you so much for joining us, man. Good luck the rest of the season, and we'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good, man. Take care.
That was Keegan Murray, your young and upcoming star sharpshooter for the Sacramento Kings. Great stuff. We're really appreciative to Keegan Murray and the Sacramento Kings.